You know what? Fuck the stealth. I'm just gonna kill everyone.
So how are we finding the 360 controller versus the PC controller, Josh?
It's definitely harder to make snapshots with the bow, which does
I was
make
about
the
to
bow
say, it
less
looks like your
of an
bow aim
awesome
is suffering
gun,
a little bit.
in my opinion.
Okay, we just rolled over to another episode.
That's a really interesting turn of phrase. It makes the bow less of an awesome gun.
Yep. Oh wow.
Unholy ones figure out how to ignite that
I just sniped that
He
guy
just
and nobody
said-
cares.
He said they didn't like him.
Look, I'll go check it out.
Screw that guy.
Stay here. Thanks, brother.
I like the guy that
we are
just
back
turned
to stealth
around.
then.
He's just like, oh wow, sucks for Steve.
I like how he even screams. He's like, "Oh, oh, this axe in my shoulder really hurts so bad. I'm about to die. Oh, I really wish I had somebody around here that was my friend that could come and help me. Too late. I'm dead. Bye."
Oh no, my brain to heart
Look at this
artery.
random dude that's just like, whatever, I don't care. Who knows? He probably just keeled over for no reason. I shouldn't investigate. Oh, now I'm dead. I feel really dumb for doing that.
So, oh, I like the checkers board. That's a nice touch.
I'm gonna go back to that.
No, we know what a checkers board is.
I thought maybe for our uneducated, not checkers playing friends. You know what checkers is like?
I'm actually not sure I've literally ever met anyone in my life who didn't know how to play checkers.
Oh look, another campsite. Like,
I don't know how to play checkers.
What?
Like
Well,
I've played
you
it,
know the
and
rules.
you just you bounce a guy diagonally, and he bounces all over, and then he gets the other end, and you go king me, and you get a king, and then the thing I don't understand is when do you get to stop bouncing? That's what I don't get.
When you win.
what the fuck are you even?
When you
Like,
when you
this is the
become
base
the
camp?
rightful lord of Checkerland.
I mean, like, okay, so there's some bad guy checkers in the way of your checker guy, and you get to start bouncing on each of them
Hold the
diagonally.
fuck
as you
up.
pop.
Hold the fuck up. Are you saying you need more narrative framework to appreciate checkers?
No. I'm just saying, like, I don't know when to stop hopping on checkerhead guys. You go from...
Yeah, you jump them. You're technically not hopping on them Mario style. You're jumping over them, and you can jump over them as long as there's guys to be jumped over. But it's you can't like make another move that is not a jump. You can chain jumps together, but if there's no more jumps to be made, then you have
In any direction?
Yeah, check.
Okay, look, you can move your piece one diagonally forwards. If there is a piece which is adjacent to your piece, you can leap over them instead. Instead
like
of occupying
natural gas
the
fires, you
square directly to your diagonal, you occupy the square behind them. You can only obviously do this if there's an open space.
That's probably the way out of here.
Now,
so
in the
let's
rules
go
of checker,
down here.
if after completing that jump, you could immediately complete another jump to a free space, like hopping over another piece, you may do so. Any pieces you jump in this manner, or the previous manner, are removed from the game. When you get to the end of
don't
the
you
board,
wire
you can
to
move
jump in that
backwards as
jump?
well as forward. In some versions of checkers, you are obligated
Oh my
to take
gosh!
any legal jumps.
I'm going
This
to
is
blame
better
you.
than when I started talking about Star Trek on the podcast.
Oh. I blame myself.
I'm learning. I don't know about you guys, but I am being educated.
Yeah, this is
An
education
edifying
week.
conversation for me.
See, first we learned about science, about natural blood water, and then we learned about the brain to heart artery, and now we're learning checkers. So this is
Checkers
just, this
isn't
is
science.
It's a
Checkers
regular
is
Carl
culture.
Sagan.
How the fuck is Chris supposed to entertain himself if he ends up outside a Cracker Barrel and has already looked at all the singing fish plaques?
I could try to beat myself at Chinese checkers, but I'm afraid I'm not any better at those kinds of checkers either.
Oh, now I've got a skill point.
You are the light.
No, but seriously,
You
like I associate
strike
Cracker
anyone as
Barrel with
being
Chinese
really
stickers way more
fucking unhealthy to have your shrine next to a bunch of fucking gas vents and just worship
How do you
next to
not
it
mind
all
that?
day, every day?
How do you not mind that? How is that not the worst thing ever to be that close to gas pouring out of the walls?
They just
Well,
they don't need that
and
much
now they're
Vespene
dead,
gas.
so the more you know.
Yeah, it is Vespene
The moral
gas.
of the
isn't
story
it?
is don't worship next to a fucking gas vent underground because somebody
You
will
okay,
shoot
what
you
if
with
you're
a fire arrow.
What if you fucking worship gas vents, Josh? You oppressive, bigoted fuck.
I think there are very special precautions to take when you are worshiping gas vents.
Like standing well away from the fucking gas vent? Yeah, typically.
Incidentally, I think we made the shrine look better.
Did you just jump into it and get rebuffed by the flames?
Several times, yes.
Awesome. Great. Apparently you are not worthy. Avant!
Let's see here.
You heard it here first,
How do
folks.
I-
Larry Kraft is a vampire.
You pull on that white
That's
rope
not
thing,
it.
and then you blow up the
Oh,
gas
okay, so
over the
that's
door.
what the right bumper does.
Josh learned a thing. Da 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 da.
Ah, man. Every day's a school day. That's some Skyrim era bullshit right there.
What?
No, that's some Oblivion.
Really? Oh, Jesus. I have done more than I ever had planned to do.
I love how the force of that explosion takes that heavy metal container and flings it into a wall hard enough to shatter stone and didn't move you an inch.
So this
It
is
didn't
why you
even blow
shouldn't
your
set
head.
off gas fires underground, you guys, because this happens.
More science learning. Now I know that when I'm in an underground tunnel filled with natural gas, I shouldn't deliberately cause explosions.
One of the anti-paladin sessions lasted like 45 minutes. The first 30 minutes were getting increasingly frustrated at the setting and the system, and the last 15 were accidentally lighting an underground sewer tunnel on fire.
God damn it.
And killing all of us. Except the survivors, who then threw themselves back into the flames.
So this scene is actually going back to Tomb Raider. This scene is actually kind of weird tonally, because you're about to brutally kill 3 people, and then as soon as you kill the last person, every one of your friends from the Endurance is going to be like, "Ah, you're awesome! Oh, that's cool! Thank you!" And it's really weird because they're happy in like
There we go.
and in like an Independence Day style. You blew
where'd
up
you
the
come from?
aliens.
Alright, I'm still okay
So
at getting headshots with the 360 controller, so on the whole, it's not too bad.
Right, but you just arrowed people in the face and they're doing this hooray dance. Yay! You brutally murdered 5 people in this filthy cesspit where we've been held without food or water for hours in a
With their,
metal
like,
cage
hey,
suspended in a cage.
Kind of cheerful, multi-ethnic cheering. They look
Yeah.
like the Mii's, like from a
Did
Wii
taking a
Sports game.
flammable gas bath clean off all the blood that she was dipped into 10 minutes ago?
That's a really good point. I forgot all about that. Yeah, they should not be cheering. They should be going, "My God, Laura, what happened to you? Did you kill and eat 30 people? Why are you smeared with blood?" And she'll be like, "I didn't eat them after I killed them, and it was way more than
I've got an
30."
idea. Let's repeat what just caused awful problems before. This is the best plan ever, you guys. Check this out.
I like how
We're
they
gonna do this.
cheer you on. They cheer you on. They're like, Oh, you got the right idea, Laura. Keep going. And meanwhile, you are blasting their cage
Oh
all
my
over the place.
God.
This place is becoming unstable.
Like, the ground
shit.
is caving in.
Don't worry about it, Laura.
And they're like,
that a
"You're
bomb?"
doing the right thing."
You're doing great.
But can you imagine
That
if you
shell?
were, if
That
you were
is a battleship caliber artillery shell, it looks like.
Obviously,
you were
what you should do
suspended
is
off the
break that
ground like
cage.
this?
Jump over. We'll keep the cage.
Imagine being in that cage and it begins wildly seesawing all over the
There
place.
were
When you
arrows
go,
back there.
yeah, keep doing that. That's great.
Oh, I'm full. Never
Yeah.
Alright, now I'm on top of the cage. I've got an idea.
Now what?
More fire is necessary.
Keep it up. You're on the right track.
Is there anything else to shoot?
Bottom one first, and then the one behind it to rocket the
Alright, I got it.
thing up.
Oh, this is the silliest.
It is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, well, now it's just ridiculous.
Thanks, Joseph. That was good.
Look at that floor just like,
Grab hold of something.
Melt away.
We lost the
Yeah.
floor. Look down, man. We lost all the fucking floors. We gotta get out of this thing.
no. That was incorrect.
And you know, this scene really does stretch credulity, and it's an interesting thing because it's not more ridiculous than a lot of the stuff you see in Indiana Jones.
It's a little bit more ridiculous than a lot of the stuff you see in Indiana Jones, dude. I mean, you are using a lot of natural gas to ignite more natural gas so that you can knock a particular physics
Okay,
object
I'm just gonna
to a
go ahead
particular
and
point
presume you're
without it
considering-
exploding.
I'm going to presume you're considering Indiana Jones 4 admissible for this purpose.
Yes. Yes.
Holy
I haven't actually seen 4.
Lara, it looks like there's a way out on this side.
You really haven't seen 4?
Totally
Going in to
haven't.
get Simon Whitney.
Yeah, I can't think of why you wouldn't want to see Indiana Jones. See, Josh, why would you say it like that? Because whenever Indiana Jones 4
Because I
comes up,
expect Seamus
you're
to
like,
see
oh,
bad stuff and
fucking
complain about
Indiana
it.
Jones 4 is the worst. Oh, such a fucking horrible movie. It's inadmissible
Where did
to
they
be
go?
considered Indiana
Space
Jones.
between spaces.
It's betrayal. And he's like, oh, I didn't see it. And he's like, what? You didn't see that horrible piece of shit?
I expect Seamus to suffer at least as much as I do. I think.
Yeah, I find people who really hated, the same people who really hated Indiana Jones 4, the same people who insisted that doesn't exist, are also the people who are upset when they find out that someone hasn't seen it. Secretly.
If I had to see that thing, then you have to see it too. No fair.
Ooh, candlesticks. Oh wait, dudes to loot. Hang on, I gotta get all the stuffs. The salvage. There's one guy I didn't get. Yeah,
The tomb.
man, this
the
is great.
tomb, the
Look at all the
tomb is
loot
on
that's
fire,
popping up everywhere.
The tomb.
Hey,
the
why isn't this
tomb,
disintegrating?
The
It's on
tomb
fire.
is on fire.
Oh, come on. Really? The whole fucking castle is exploding now?
Yeah.
What did
apparently
we do?
Apparently the
Did we
entire place
activate
is,
an inactive volcano?
apparently the whole place is just continuously filled with natural gas, and you just set off this massive chain reaction.
A resourceful and hardy people, not having access to many of the same natural resources we are accustomed to, the inhabitants of the island built their structures out of bricks of compressed natural gas. And held them in place with a mortar made of dirt and gasoline.
So, at this point, I figure, yeah, end of the game is about to happen. Everything's on fire. They got Sam. We know that Sam is the chosen one. We're in a Japanese castle on the top of a mountain that's blowing up. Yeah, end of the game. Apparently not. Oh, we didn't have the bug I had last time I got here, where I walked into this room and this cutscene didn't trigger and I had to reload the game.
The ritual from Himiko's tomb.
I don't know. I think it's interesting that I found the end of the game wanting to start happening at about the radio tower point. You wanted the game to start ending here.
Like, it seemed like that was building up to, like, the end of the game too, almost. Like, it felt, like, too short. So I wasn't 100% on thinking the game was over then, but I thought it was, like, getting towards that area, and it wasn't. Yeah, I had that same feeling in both of these spots. Why
The
are
game
they
builds to
shooting
a
at
series
me?
of climaxes, and I don't know if that really
Seriously, you
works.
guys?
I mean, this is certainly more of a climax. I guess it does the same thing both at the radio tower and here, where it's like suddenly there's an armada of guys you have to fight, which are it's way more combat intensive than it was before. The stakes are suddenly way higher, and there's a clear goal. Like the radio tower was get to the radio tower and climb it, and here the goal is save Sam and get out of there. And in both cases, it feels like you complete the goal and you've done it, you've beat the game, and in reality is we've got an entire half a game left.
Look, you're alive. So are you.
Hey, random guy that disappeared at the beginning of the game, what's up? I kind of forgot about you by this point.
You know the others?
Remember that time where we used 2 pickaxes to turn a door? That was a thing we did, and we were friends then, remember?
They're insane murderers, Dr. Whitman. We need to get our people out of here.
Of course.
I'm sorry I was a jerk, but I really, really, really want to be famous and rich, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, Rothman was a bit of
Rothman.
or I don't know, whatever the fuck. Whitman. That's
Witless.
it.
Witless.
Roth and
Rothman.
Whitman.
Rothman.
Okay. The Mothman.
Okay,
and Rothman.
so
he was a bit of a wasted character, I think. Like, they could have done more with him. They could have made him more interesting and subverted some tropes, and
I don't want to be
instead they just made him the obvious evil guy he looked like at the very beginning of the game, which was kind of
Himiko's blood runs in your veins. I think you know this, Samantha.
The Rothman prophecies.
okay. Again,
I was
how
just gonna
does
say that,
Himiko's
actually.
blood? How is
I was
how
waiting
is
for the right
Himiko
moment.
blood related?
Same mistake once. Back when I
I
thought
don't-
ships could reach us and planes wouldn't fall from
We
the
have
sky.
no idea what happened to this entire civilization, but this bloodline, we know who exactly they married and who their ancestors are.
Don't you think I've tried to get away from here? From this place? We're all trapped here.
Or I guess who their progeny is. Whatever. It's words.
I mean, it's
apart.
not totally unprecedented to have highly detailed genealogies from ancient civilizations. It's just, in this particular sense, it doesn't make any fucking sense because of what Himiko actually is.
So is there actually a reason we haven't buried an arrow shaft up to his other opposite temple at this point?
that is
He's
an
got a
excellent
spear.
point.
Spears beat arrows, Rutskarn. He can
Yeah.
block all of our arrows. See,
And
that
then
guy
this
didn't have
guy-
a spear, and he died in one
Hey, it's
shot.
me. Why am I in the game?
Wait, and he's fucking leaving! No, come on! What are you doing? There's
Oh,
one
I
dude.
died.
my weapons.
You didn't even get to
are-
kill him.
Everyone
You stole all of my weapons, Chris. You motherfucker. You deserved it.
Whitman! Whitman!
I need a shave is what I
Okay,
need.
Sam.
Where the hell is
Okay, Sam, clearly you are a useless waste of human being, so I'm not gonna give you any weapons. I'm gonna keep all the weapons and you follow me like a puppy. And in fact, just to keep you from running off, I'm gonna hold your hand. Because the moment I let go of your hand, you're gonna run off like a moron. Oh, wait,
It is this
just don't move. Don't move, I gotta use my shotgun. Now just stay with me, Sam, and don't run. She ran off, shit.
Yeah, yeah. Now she's behind a burning barrier, and
It is.
and everything's on fire.
It is this really weird dichotomy between
I
female
thought I had
characters that
the
are like
shotgun out,
totally competent and awesome, and completely horribly inept in one game.
Okay. So.
Although I don't know that I would even blame this on female. I mean, I don't even call Sam a bad female character because you could make her male, and I think she'd still be completely stupid, awful.
Oh yeah.
And-
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that like it's the specific dichotomy there, like between like really empowered female character and completely a Mary Sue, not Mary Sue. What's whatchamajigger, the damsel in distress.
Yeah.
And having them both just sort of existing literally side by side and being like, I've got a shotgun, I'm gonna kill all these guys, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna run away and hide behind that burning thing that you can't get to me for?
Yeah. See,
I'm
Josh,
going to run off and put myself in peril for no reason, like a dum-dum.
Yeah, Josh,
You're
you
gonna
should switch to the bow here. Because you fuck up with the bow too, but at least when you do that it looks kind of cool, like you're a drunken Legolas. Like you're Lego Lush.
Oh, you set that up. No, I know.
No, I mean, it's true though. Like, when you fuck up with the bow, it still looks cool.
Where'd that other guy go? Oh, I guess he got killed by the dynamite. Alright. Oh.
Are you suggesting that maybe fighting with dynamite in a wood structure that's burning down is a
I've
bad
seen
idea?
it. I've seen dynamite explode next to these guys and not kill them so many times. I kind of expected it. Ah, shit. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with these better enemies here.
These better enemies that can walk through fire with
what,
impunity?
How do I dodge?
B, I believe, is the button, but you can try.
Is that, okay, yeah.
I helped.
No, I was trying to use the wrong button for
Chris
my
gets all credit for all combat in this sequence.
No, do
Chris
not
just
put that on
went
me.
to death, so
Do not put that on me.
Way to go!
Oh.
Way to go, Chris. You really screwed that up.
Kent, would you like to be part of our random blame drawing? Just enter in your address, your name, and your preferred username into the fields below, and you'll be entered into our
got him.
Be Blamed for Josh Fucking Up sweepstake.
Okay, that weird camera switch there was not cool.
I like the idea that we could just we would have a list of usernames, and every time Josh dies, we'd go, oh, nice job, Monkey Do 55. You really screwed that up.
You know you'd get like 30 entries that are all just the word Obama, so we could end up going, thanks, Obama.
Point blank buckshot. So I'm
Josh,
still
you
not
look
good
goofy
with,
as fuck.
Console shooter controls.
Yeah, real nice going there, Anaphysic.
Let's just start naming the disclosure alert guys. Is there a way to?
Oh my god, this is a wonderful way to create random animosity for no reason between our two teams.
I was on their show last week, so.
Oh, so this is their
week
fault.
we're recording this, so yeah.
Okay, so they already hate you then.
Yeah, shotgun parts, so I can fail harder with the new shotgun. Why are my hands put up in like random directions? Ah,
Put 'em
sorry.
up, put 'em
It's the
up,
fire, you have to get out of the
put 'em
fire.
up, ba ba ba.
You know, why doesn't anyone say screwed the pooch anymore? What happened to that? That and bitchin'. Like,
I
what
think
happened
that
to
giant
80s slang? Like,
It takes too long to type. We need more briefer things for this texting generation.
you joke, but that's probably not that far from the truth. Nobody says bitchin' anymore because it's like 8 characters and it's like too much to type.
I
I'd rather
just
just say
type lol.
Exactly.
Well, the problem is you need to say bitchin. You can't say bitching. So sometimes bitchin is a little too. It's jarringly stylistic because it requires the use of an adjective at the end of the N to truncate it properly. And if that sort of convention isn't rigorously enforced, it looks out of place and strange.
There's a great moment that actually makes fun of this. In one of the Borderlands DLCs, one of the boss fights you have to face is a young guy, and he talks in internet isms, and it begins with a few common ones that you've probably heard, and then gets a little like, is that really one? That sounds like it could be, and then it just gets into ridiculous nonsense that is completely incomprehensible. and it's
I'm getting a little
actually
better with
I
this one.
laughed a lot at it. It's Mr. Torque's Badass Something or Other DLC for Borderlands 2. It was genuinely fun.
Go! Find the Trojan one!
I wish Tomb Raider had some funny moments in it. It could use some
It
levity.
needs some
Yeah.
levity, and none of the characters are capable of funny make.
No, they're not, and that's really they needed like Alex to be more endearing and also present
Yes.
throughout more of the game, being the kind of comedy guy.
He had the ability to be the funny guy, and instead he was just creepy.
Well, I mean, he became kind of well. I don't want to spoil anything, but he becomes kind of different towards the end than just creepy. But
Yeah.
still, never
he-
funny.
Yeah, but he begins by saying how sexy Reyes' daughter is, and she's 14, and it's this really awkward, like,
Oh yeah.
That's really, I missed that. That's really his intro. That's like right off the bat. Hi, I'm new here, and right off the bat, can I just say your underage daughter is smoking? I can't think of a
she's looking
single
at-
way to cannonball your goodwill more quickly.
yeah, it's very unfortunate, and he had him being kind of almost making fun of the typical person that's going to be playing this game.
Oh man.
You're
Okay,
18 to
so this
24 man.
This is where we start getting into Lara Croft, Super Soldier, and like she gets a grenade launcher pretty soon after this, and it becomes increasingly less Lara Croft Survivor and more Lara Croft Ubermensch Super Soldier from beyond the space and time, where it's just she's a superhero. She is no longer like, I'm gonna stick a hot arrow in my stomach to cauterize a wound. It's more like, I'm gonna take a grenade launcher and shove it down your throat because I'm John McClane, basically, is what it is.
You're supposed
Did you
to
say I'm an
climb that
adult?
wall.
That's what I almost heard you say, I feel like.
What?
I almost heard you say I'm gonna jam your grenade launcher down your throat because I'm an adult.
I'm an adult.
I'm an
You
adult.
can't tell me what to do. Yeah, you're not my dad.
The intonation on dad was perfect. You added the extra syllable there, and it was exactly what it needed.
No hiding now.
No, don't
And
come any
violent,
closer, he
insane
said,
death
as you
here.
skidded
What
towards him
the
at
fuck,
500
man?
miles an hour.
So here, this is insane, and you've got freaking.
Oh, that's right button.
Did you just fall and immediately grab your boob? Because that's what that looked like.
No, she grabbed
No.
the.
What the hell? Did I lose? What? What? I don't. What happened?
What
You
was that?
died
Let's
at the
see.
same. You
Way to
lost
screw
in
the
cutscene.
pooch out of the wind.
Look, Josh, you need to kill Malcolm McDowell here, or he's gonna kill you. Don't fire near him. You have to fire and hit Malcolm McDowell.
It's harder than it looks without a crosshair. Oh, there it is.
No, seriously, what is she grabbing?
It's a
grenade
grenade
launcher.
launcher.
Grenade launcher.
No, I mean
someone
like
dropped
when
here
you immediately after
for
she
no
falls.
reason. And now
I wasn't
we'll use
watching.
the power of duct tape that we have created off-screen, or off-screen duct tape, to turn it into an AK-47 with a grenade launcher. And yes, I know it's not supposed to actually be an AK-47, but fuck it, it looks like it.